just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. When I first met you, girl, you didn't have no shoes, but now you're walking round like your front page news. You've been awful careful about the friends you choose, but you won't find my name in your book of who's. I said, I'm just stepping stone. No, not me. I'm not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. No. Not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. All right, that was Not Your Steppin' Stone. Big hit for the Monkees back in 1966. Oh, by the way, it was also recorded by Paul Revere and the Raiders in 1966. I must confess, I'm not familiar with that version, but I certainly know the Monkees version. But anyway, that was Not Your Stepping Stone, and I played that song straight off the chord charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So check that video link. Download the free ukulele chord sheet, and you can play I'm Not Your Stepping Stone. And if you're going to be in Morristown, New Jersey on the first Wednesday of every month, come on out and join us at the Morristown Uke Jam. We have a great time there every month. Okay, so I've just played through Not Your Stepping Stone, a song written by Boyce and Hart, and again made into a huge hit by the Monkees. Now that I've played it through, we're going to talk about the chords that are included in this song, and we'll also talk a little bit about the strum pattern. There's a pretty straightforward strum pattern, but I'll go through it for you. And there's one little riff in there. If you know the song, in the middle of the song, there's actually a little organ break. Very simple. I'll just show you what that is. It's charted on the Morristown Uke Jam sheet. So anyway, let's go through the chords for Stepping Stone. And by the way, if you are interested in playing along with the Monkees recorded version, this is the key. So you can just play right along. These are the same chords that are used on the Monkees recording of Stepping Stone. So anyway, let's start with the chords. The first chord that appears is an E. E is a 4, 4, 4, 2. So these three fingers on these three strings, second finger, ring finger, pinky, and then the index finger. That's your E chord. The G chord is next. 0, 2, 3, 2. Next comes an A. 2, 1, 0, 0. After that comes a C chord. 0003. So that sequence dominates the song. Most of the song is, sorry. So that's the basic chord progression for this song, E, G, A, C. Now, during the bridge section, we have some slightly different chords, variations, if you will. I call them here E5, G5, and A5. It's during that section when not your Steppin Stone, it goes. It's an E5. There's just, and we're just playing. These are essentially 2-note power chords. So you're only playing the bottom 2 strings here. So this one, just drop your, and just, so you're playing 4/4 here. And then for the G5, it's up at the 7th fret. And then for the A5, it's at the 9th fret. So you're not playing a full E chord here, full G chord, or full A. You're just doing these power chords. So very simple. Just I use my index finger for the E5. I slide it up here. And then I use my ring finger to get the A5. So watch this slowly. And you may notice I'm using a low G uke for this. And I use it just for this reason, for these power chords. So I get that low note there. Now, if you don't have a low G uke, it's okay. You can, here's a high G uke. It's just gonna sound a lot brighter. I just prefer that lower note here, so that's why I pulled out my low G uke rather than this one. But this is fine. If this is what you've got, that'll work. Okay. So those are the chords, E, G, A, C, and then those 3 fifth chord, E5, so that's it for the chords. Before we get into the strumming pattern, let me just talk about that little break in the Monkees version of the song when everything sort of stops and the organ goes. So here's how I did it. The first note is just an open second string, an E note. And then first string, 7th fret, then first string, 5th fret, and then second string, 7th fret. So here it is. And that's just during that little break, and then the song kicks in again. So we've gone through the chords, including those power chords. Very common in guitar, by the way. You know, power chords are a big deal in guitar, especially electric guitar. But it works really well here for that little section, that little bridge section of Steppin Stone. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the strumming pattern. Let me play through that 4-chord progression. Let me do it slowly, then I'll talk about what I found myself doing here. What I found myself doing here, each of those chords, the E, the G, the A, and the C, I'm giving them 3 strums. For the E chord, I found myself doing down, down, up. And then for the G, I also found myself doing down, down, up. For the A, it's a little bit different rhythm, so I found myself doing down, up, down, and then the C, I found myself doing up, up, down. So watch this again. And again, there's nothing sacred about how I did the down strokes and the up strokes. This worked. This is what worked for me. Try it out. If you find a different one, different pattern of up strokes and down strokes, hey, nothing wrong with that. But here's what I did. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down. Do it one more time. That worked for me to get the rhythm and the tempo of the recorded version of the song. And that is all you need to know to play I'm Not Your Stepping Stone. So I hope you have a great time playing it.